People to create art and share their tributes.
Do not hate. Hate is not so good. And to be paranoid is a bust. Feel the love that comes from us and try to feel love that you can offer, at least from within yourselves, for yourselves.
Hello, shalom, boys and girls. It has been a long time since I put this hat on, and my God, this camera's terrible. I guess I don't realize it till I see. It's been a while. I really need to get a new camera. But I understand that I've been needed. I've been summoned. I am needed. You clearly need you need a wealthy Jew as myself. Clearly, I am living the high life. And you need me to guide you and teach you how to make money again in the stock market, because you're lost without me. And let me turn this fucking fan off, first of all. I will guide you. I will teach you the ways to live the life of luxury that I live. So, without further ado, let's talk about... That's too bright. Yeah, we gotta back that up. Sorry, it's been a while. Still working out the kinks. Here we go. That might be better. SMG update. A new update for a new you and a new me. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is Threadly News. Now, I am not able to be here in the same capacity that I was in the past because of my new job, more responsibility, but it comes with the benefits of having health insurance and optical, dental, 401k, vacation time, sick time, yada, yada, yada. So yes, I am working harder now. I had to throw boxes for 8.5 hours today. It's harder work, and I get less sleep, but ultimately it's for the best. So I will do my best in the future. The thing about the business I work in is we have busy times and we have slow times. We are currently in the midst of a very busy time. It's very up and then down and then up and then down. We are currently in a busy time, but I had some time this weekend because we worked hard and I had time to make this video. Now, I didn't make it last night because I was playing poker, and I said if I did well in the poker tournament, I would have been making the video. I did well last night. I placed and I made some money, so that is why I'm making it tonight. But anyways, I digress on that. We're going to talk about Threadly News. We're going to get things back on track. We're going to restore the glory of this general one video at a time, because you are all very much lost without me and my beautiful wife Miko. So let's go on to the Threadly News here. So this is very important. The first thing is there will be visual proof somewhere up here. Proof my daughter is white. There has been a lot of slander, a lot of anti-Semitic remarks to me about the fact that the picture I took when I was with my wife and my daughter on vacation in Kyoto, that she looked dark, like perhaps my wife was blacked. Okay? We know this is not true. I know this is not true. There was some shade during the sunny day from a cherry blossom tree, okay, that cast itself upon my daughter and made her look darker. Well, you'll see in the picture I'm going to post up here, we went back to Kyoto last week before we got busy, and I took the picture in the exact same place, and you will see that she is in fact white, and I want an apology from each and every poster, both old and new. For the slander upon my wife, myself, and my daughter. I want an apology, because she is in fact white and she is my daughter. And I expect that it doesn't have to all happen tonight. I expect it for a full month. So I just want to let you know that. But, moving on, we have more concerning things. That's more of a side thing. We have more concerning matters at hand, because one of my best SMG friends that I love very much, and we're not talking about Scoopsies, Pome Anon has become hostile. We have turned a corner with Pome Anon. Now, for those of you who don't know, Pome Anon apparently has either left his job or been let go and he is now living the neat life. No problem. Hey, if you can live a neat life, live a neat life. I don't hold anything against you. Do what you got to do. You know, if you're living your best life, live your best life. However, during the general over the weekend, I asked Pomeon. I said, Pomeon, it's great to see you. What are you doing this weekend? And he replies to me, nothing. That's the only thing he said. Nothing. Okay, that's not an acceptable answer, except if you are literally sitting in your chair here and staring at the wall. And then you are then in fact doing nothing. He was doing something. He was playing video. He was watching TV, watching a movie, watching YouTube, something. So I warned him the first time. I said, listen, Pomeon, you can't just come and say you're not doing nothing, because it's not true. And then he replied to me, well, I guess I just won't reply to your post anymore. That is concerning, because me and Pomeon are very close, and he's turning hostile. Now, if you don't know, if you don't know, Pomeon lives in the Northwest. He is just like Scoopsies. He is a Seattle fag. That's fine, but the problem is he's starting to get hostile. If he is browsing poll, which I hope he's not, he is a prime candidate to get glowed. A glowy would fucking love him, because I could see Pomeon in the next 6 to 12 months perhaps shooting up an Erewhon store. He is in that realm of anger and self-hate and lack of confidence. So we as a community have to come together and raise Pomeon up. And the way that we do this is by contacting Scoopsies and telling Scoopsies to reach out to Pomeon and to raise him up. There's no reason why Pomeon and Scoopsies have not linked up yet. And it's definitely a need it or keep it situation. So it has to happen. It needs to be encouraged, because Pomeon is a sweet baby boy, and he needs to be saved, and he needs to be raised up to the potential that he ultimately has. He's a rich fag too, which makes this even more puzzling. I think he said he has like $500,000 invested in something. How can you possibly be upset? If I had $500,000 just chilling, if it's invested and I can't access it at the time, whatever. If I had that money stashed away, I would be on cloud nine. I would be making plans. I would be flexing that money on Roasties and Zoomettes and bag one. So let's work on Pomeon. I'm concerned about him, and I'm sure he'll watch this and see the error in his ways, and he'll come back to us and be the sweet baby boy he was. He can still break shit in his apartment. It's fine, and I encourage that. Breaking inanimate objects is fine with me. So let's all reach out to Pomeon. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, I just had beaten a Yakuza game. I love the Yakuza series. Wonderful series. It's one of the best series of games I've ever played in my entire life. If you haven't played them, you have to. So I ended up beating Yakuza Like a Dragon. I could put like 110 hours into it. And I needed a new game. And I was looking through my Steam library, and I said, Black Mesa, that is the remake of Half-Life. I said, everybody in SMG says this game is epic, it has to be played. I'm going to play it. So I put about 13 hours into this game, okay? Played it. I put the time in. And what I have taken away from this is Half-Life is shit. And I'm saying it. It's shit. Where the fuck is all the love for this game? I don't even understand. It's the color scheme of the game is garbage. 90% of the game is brown and gray. You're in sewers, tunnels. Okay, fine. You get to Zen, and it's like, okay, here's all the colors and the cool shit. But that's fucking 12 hours into the game. So I don't understand where the love for Half-Life is. Now, I said I will play Half-Life 2 after the fact to make sure that I'm not just being biased, but Half-Life is shit. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. We're already 9 minutes into this shit. It's going to be a long video. So, anyways, that stuff aside, let's talk about what to buy. What are we going to be buying to make money? Because John Chan, I am lost and I need your guidance. I will guide you. Just relax. You're going to know what to buy. And some of these might be obvious to the savvy investor, and some of these might be very mysterious and confusing to plebs. And I will take care of both of you. So, for the first, Remember, this stock, NVAX, Novavax, just heard on the radio this afternoon. New updated vaccines for everyone via Novavax. A new updated vaccine. They are trading at almost all-time lows. This is the time to get in because they have a new vaccine that is now being advertised in the United States. Get in now. Don't waste time because remember, Novavax during COVID was over $100 a share. It is trading at roughly 6 something a share. This is the time to get in. Don't ever say I never did anything nice for you because this is me telling you right now it's a buy. And then this one should kind of be obvious, but maybe not. Lockheed Martin. Obviously war is coming. There's one thing guaranteed in life when it comes to happenings is that when a Democrat administration is in charge, we will be at war. That is just the fucking way it goes. And you saw what happened in Ukraine. Ukraine is small potatoes to what's coming. If we get involved in Israel and Palestine, the sky is the limit for Lockheed Martin because there will be all kinds of fucking weapons being fucking thrown over to Israel on your tax dollar. And that's fine if you're invested. Lockheed Martin, buy right now. And then one that's been tossed around a lot, I think it should be obvious at this point as well. Oil, natural gas, now's the time to buy, okay? We have all this talk of Saudis saying, well, the demand's not there, or, oh, you know, we're reducing production. It's all a farce, okay? Oil, natural gas. They're trying to push this EV mean nonsense. It's never going to happen. Yes, electric vehicles will be a thing in large cities, obviously. Why would you pay for gas if you don't have to? But you have to pay for gas if you commute a lot and you can't run a fucking shit Tesla around. So keep in mind though, these EVs, the charging stations for these EVs are generally run off of diesel fucking generators. So even though we're talking EVs, we're still talking about oil being used. It's always going to be a thing. It's a smoke screen. Fucking retards are being told that they're green, but what they don't understand is behind the green is fucking clean burning oil, clean burning natural gas. That is what is powering the nation, and that's what's always going to power the nation because there is no shortage of oil and there is no shortage of natural gas. There will always, always, always be a demand for this until the day we die. Maybe 100 years from now we'll talk differently. And we would be talking differently if people weren't fucking retarded and we actually used nuclear energy. The reason nuclear energy isn't a thing is because nuclear energy is cheap and it's eternal. So they will never use that because there's no money in nuclear energy. Which is why uranium will never be a thing. It'll never be a thing. How long have we heard about uranium being shilled? It will never be a thing because there is way more money in oil and natural gas, and that's just the way it is. So, in a minute here, after this intermission, we're going to talk about what to sell, what to get away from. We'll be right back. Thank you for waiting. So, without any more wait on this, let's talk about what to sell. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about Disney. Disney is literally a dying company. The only way that they will continue to be profitable is if they, the fucking fan. Sorry, I forgot about the fan. The only way they're going to stay profitable is if they liquidate their entire executive board. because they're fucking retards. The recent news on Disney is that they are scrapping Disney Plus. Disney Plus will be ending soon. And they're going to restructure their streaming platform because Disney Plus cannot compete with Netflix or HBO Max. They own Hulu, and they're trying to combine Hulu and Disney Plus into a new platform. But that's going to take time, that's going to take money. And as you all know, the newest Marvel movie they released flopped harder than that shit movie, Blue Beetle. All those stupid Marvel movies, nobody gives a fuck. Cape shit is on the out. Okay, nobody gives a fuck about superhero movies anymore because it's the same shit every time. Disney is a dying company. It's that simple. I would short them to oblivion until they make corporate changes that make sense. When they start to appeal to the average Joe instead of trannies and gays. Okay, that's the only way out of this. And they are fighting tooth and nail to not do this, which is why they're going to bleed. They're going to continue to bleed because they're making shit movies and they're more concerned about Marxist agendas than they are about making money. So, short Disney. The next one is ARK. Okay, ARK is, again, this is an investment firm run by Cathie Wood. Cathie Wood is probably the worst corporate investor to ever grace the stock market. Recently, the Motley Fool came out with an article saying that that there's a bull market coming and she's going to topple it. Cathie Wood makes Bill Hwang look like fucking Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger combined. She is the worst fucking investor. And another thing you should keep in mind is that Reddit, whenever you want to know how to make money, you inverse Reddit. Reddit not only supported her for being a woman and no other reason, they supported her and asked for them to make a t-shirt with her face on it. She's one of the worst investors I've ever seen. And I have been a 8-year veteran in SMG. I've watched the downfall of Big Five guy. So Cathie Wood, just inverse anything she does. She's the worst. Women are great at a lot of things. Investing is not one of them. And the reason for that being is investing requires that you have zero emotion involved in your trades. And every single decision that women make is based on emotion and instant gratification. There's no other way to spell it out for you, which is not conducive to investing. So you may ask me, well, John, what division of ARK should I short? Just fucking pick one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you pick. Any division of ARK. Short to oblivion, because she's the fucking worst. And I'll put my money 2-1. 2-1. Whatever you go long on ARK, I will short it twice as hard, and I will come out victorious. Because I'm a better investor than her, and it clearly shows based on my lifestyle. Speaking of ARK, here's a poor decision she made. She decided to slurp the Dipperino on DNA. DNA is a literal shitcoin. It's a garbage stock. They just plummeted like 19%. They're going to become OTC, over the counter. There's no reason. I would short this immediately. Just short, even though it fell like 19%, short it immediately. It's not going up. She invested not a lot of money to her, but she's literally buying penny stocks now. We've reached that point where multi-billionaire investment funds run by Cathie Wood are investing in fucking shitcoins. That's where we're at now. I'll get more into that later, but this is something you should all consider about whether we are at the top of it. So keep this in mind. Alright, so for the last segment, let's talk about people in SMG, the people of SMG, the wonderful posters. Wonderful posters, SMG, great place. So there's good and bad in here. Some things I'm not on board with, some I am. For starters, let's talk about. So we have the sister fucker. I can't get on board with that. That's his preference. He enjoys having sexual intercourse with his sister, and he encourages it. I can't do it. I'm not into that. My sister's a fucking psycho sometimes, and having sex with a sister is odd. Even a first cousin is strange. So I think if he moved from sister fucking to cousin fucking, I could at least leave him out of this video, but it's going too far, and I'm not on board with it. So oh yeah, here's a passionate one. Let's talk about the pro-Palestine posters. Okay, forget the fact that I'm Jewish. Let's just cast that aside. For any of you who are pro-Palestine, keep in mind that Baggett is our resident Jew, and a post that is pro-Palestine is a direct hate speech, terroristic threat to Baggett. So I want people to understand that a pro-Palestine post is a direct attack on Baggett, and I just can't stand for that. And I want you guys to be a little bit more self-aware with what you post here, because it's hurtful to Baggett. And Baggett is a resident race mixer with no kids, and he should be respected as such. So maybe tone it down, and let's keep this place free of anti-Semitism, or we can't enjoy these threads anymore. So I actually got banned the other day when I posted a pro-Israel post. So the Jannies have become anti-Semitic too, and that just won't be tolerated here. I will go straight to the ADL if I have to, because me and Baggett used to go to the same rabbi, and I just don't think it's right for people to attack Baggett and attack Israel. So I want you guys to understand that, and I want you guys to be a little bit more progressive with your posting habits, because this is, again, not a place for hate speech, not a place for it. And I think the last I have here, and I think those who are in the know, they know. People who should be shamed, the bulls. Let's shame the bulls. Come on now, okay? I think it's time to close the fucking door on bulls. There is nothing bullish about the current state of this country. Inflation is out of control. Base Jerome is trying with every fucking weapon he has to fight inflation, but it cannot happen when you have a current administration that just loves to spend money, credit card debt at all-time highs, savings at all-time lows, and they keep saying, well, the economy's blazing hot. Well, the economy's blazing hot because the credit card companies keep extending more lines of credit to people because they know they're going to bury themselves in a hole so deep that they will be the slaves of these credit card companies for the rest of their life. Of course, the economy is going to be blazing hot, per se, when you're spending money you don't have with ridiculous interest rates. Okay, the top is in. Based Michael Burry had said before, the top is in, the top is in. The Motley Fool is turbo bullish. That's all you need to know. The top is in. If you're going long on anything outside of the stocks I told you to invest in, you're going to feel pain, and you're going to feel a lot of pain. So I'm glad to be back. I hope this video will guide you guys in the right direction, because a lot of you need my help. A lot of you do not understand that I am the best trader in SMG history, past, present, futures, and I'm living a life of luxury. Okay, I'm living a life of luxury because I know what I'm doing and you don't. But I'm willing, much like Andrew Tate, to give you some of my knowledge to help you out because I care. Because I love this channel and I love you and I want you guys to succeed. So start listening, and you will make money. So I'm going to go ahead and post this, upload this. It might take a minute, and we'll go from there.